Now here's where Starmer's psychological profile gets really interesting, and frankly, a bit concerning. You've probably heard the term Two-Tier-Keir floating around, and while it sounds like a rejected superhero name, it actually points to something quite revealing about his mindset. The whole two-tier controversy emerged from what appeared to be different standards of justice depending on who was involved. During the summer riots of 2024, we saw remarkably swift prosecutions and harsh sentences for some groups, while other incidents seemed to receive rather different treatment. Now, from a psychological standpoint, this suggests someone who's developed what we might call selective moral vision, a condition where identical behaviours are perceived differently based on the perpetrator's identity. What's particularly fascinating is how Starmer, the former Director of Public Prosecutions, seemed genuinely confused by accusations of inconsistent justice. This isn't someone who's consciously trying to be unfair, this is someone who's apparently convinced that their differential treatment is actually perfectly reasonable. It's like watching someone sort people into categories without realising they're doing it. The psychology behind this is actually quite complex. Starmer appears to have developed what cognitive scientists call motivated reasoning, where the conclusion comes first and the justification follows. If you're predisposed to view certain groups as more threatening, then harsher treatment feels not just appropriate, but morally necessary. But here's what's really psychologically revealing about the whole situation. When confronted with evidence of this differential treatment, Starmer's response wasn't introspection or acknowledgement, it was defensive deflection. Classic psychological defense mechanism right there. Instead of examining whether there might be some validity to the criticism, the response was essentially, "How dare you suggest such a thing?" This pattern suggests someone with a rather rigid self-concept, who struggles with criticism that challenges their fundamental self-image. Starmer sees himself as fair, principled, and consistent. Any evidence to the contrary isn't processed as information to consider, it's processed as an attack to be repelled. The former human rights lawyer, who now oversees what many perceive as selective justice enforcement, is such a perfect example of cognitive compartmentalization that it should probably be in psychology textbooks.